All right, what's got? I don't know. I'm messing up already. I am.
What's
You do it this time. I don't have it.
up, gentle folks and gentle it's madness, randomness with the homies, your boy Tyler and Blacky D.
Yes. I'm not had that. I messed it up.
It's
I messed it up. Okay,
okay, man.
it's not. It's not okay. I'm normally better than that. But yeah, no, we're here. We're a little bit behind, but it's all good. We're still gonna do what we come to do, and talk about just random things, whatever it may be. Let's see. I think I'm going to start it off. Uh, I sent you that thing on. My God, where's it at? So I was on y'all social media and I saw where. What does she rap? Is Blac Chyna like a rapper? I believe, or she's like
I
a
guess so. Rapper slash public figure.
okay. Well, she had a tattoo with the Baphomet on it, on her rather, and she got it removed, and so everybody was kind of like talking about that, and a lot of people want to know like why did she have it from from jump? It's like why did you have this thing anyway? Like why would you be wearing something like that? So and there's a lot of stuff like well I don't know enough because I didn't do any research on her, but they
Because of the Illuminati.
oh well I mean she's you think she was illuminous I guess I don't know. I
Pretty
mean
sure
well they say she was into some sketchy stuff though, bro. Like human
a lot
trafficking.
of people in the industry are into some sketchy shit.
I mean, human trafficking though, or sex trafficking and stuff like that. Like I read a little bit, and they were saying she was into some weird stuff. Like, for example, they caught some woman trying to leave out of the room, and she grabbed her and brought her back in. Like the lady was crying, like I'm ready to go. I don't want to be here. And he's like, oh no, we're gonna be in here, and whatever's going on, I don't know. I don't know. So like she's into some weird stuff. So I'm like, man, like, why would you get something demonic put on you, but then you maybe she's having her walk with Christ right now, so she got it taken.
Because that was a part of her little ritual.
But
Getting that shit tattooed on her.
you think they all do though? Like they all have like a little something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody had like a little symbol somewhere on their body.
I saw a funny video, kind of related to this, not her, but it was like with John Legend, and he was on this it's some kind of talent show or whatever, but he had like a lady on the side of him and she started doing like these weird symbols and he looked at her like, wait till I get you in the car. I know you didn't just do this symbol.
You going off script. Hold
Right.
on.
Pretty much. That's how you look like. I know you didn't just do this on live TV or, whatever. It's because like he looked at her and she put her hands down. She was trying to do like the Baphomet symbol or something, however it goes. And so
Don't
I
know.
have
I'm
like
trying
I
to
don't
throw
have a picture of it, but I thought I did, but nah, she tried to do it and he looked over her and he was like, wait until we get into the limbo or something. I don't know what he said to her, but it was enough for her to put her hands down. So either he don't play that or he don't want people to know he's in it either. So and I like his music, so I hope he's not into it. I really do. But back to her. So uh let's see, I'm looking it up right now and
the tattoo removal. She also got the Botox and stuff taken out of her face. She did. She got the body modifications removed as well.
okay.
She actually looks a lot better without all that shit in her face.
I think they all do though, man. It's like you don't really need that. Like who like Lil Kim is like probably the one of the worst ones because like
Ain't no problem. She is one of the worst ones. She looks like the leprechaun from all the leprechaun movies and the leprechaun in the hood.
come on, man.
That's
It,
what
it,
she
I mean, like all these like body transformations, and it's like when is enough enough? Like
she was very beautiful, man. Especially what's the name of that movie? You Got Served,
uh,
bro. That's
but I
when
feel
she
like,
looked
but
over her.
I feel like in that movie she had probably already started a little bit. But
In the butt. She started in the butt, but not the face. She
oh
still had her face.
yeah, I'm like, you didn't really need all of that. So let's see, because I remember a while back about the whole tattoo thing, but I don't know. But I did read in here there was like this singer slash porn star. She's like, the meaning behind the Baphomet is not what people make it out to be. I was like, so you just gonna I mean, how I feel about symbols and stuff is it's like a symbol may not be evil, but once people take it over, especially when they have like whatever their mindset is, whether it's positive or negative, it does kind of take on that meaning, even though it may not be the intention. Like we talked about the whole swastika symbol. Somebody made that. Now they might not be like, "Oh, I'm using this sign to be racist," but somebody like, you know what? I like this. This feels like a good racist sign. I'm going to use this now. So I mean, is that like that's how I think about it. Like maybe it wasn't the intention, but now you'll never ever forget like this is a racial symbol, just like this is a demon. So that's what we kind of you know I guess put those two things together, and that's what it seems like. It may not be right. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm like, don't ask me. Ask somebody else who got the tattoo on them. I don't know. So,
A lot of them people might not know what it means, but that symbol and many other demonic symbols have been being used for thousands and thousands of years,
yeah,
and the
yeah.
Vatican is holding a lot.
There's a lot of people who like you don't know. So I'm reading now. So it says Baphomet is a symbol for a synthesis of light and dark, good and evil. Its usage really is dependent on the practitioners. Merging dual concepts is a oh I can't say that. I already know I can't read it.
So it's
Well,
okay.
it's a weird word because it's not what I think it is. It's like alchemical process. She likely used it for evil, so that's what. So
That's
well,
what motivated everybody use it for evil.
yeah, I don't know anybody who is dealing with any of that who is no mystery behind it or some sort of evil intent. So I
I
thought
don't
that
think
was.
I know anybody with it. I know some people that deal with the Freemasons,
I don't know
but
anybody
that's
who.
about
Yeah, I think I know one person who deals with like Freemasons, but I don't really deal with him like that. So I say I know of rather. So I don't know. But everybody, I mean, that was kind of questionable. So it's like, oh, it was that, and then you got to remove. So I feel like it's weird. The tattoos I have, I wouldn't show them, but I mean, the ones that are visible, I don't plan on getting removed. But none of them are, they don't have evil meaning. So I'm like, I wouldn't want to put that on myself. So I feel like she knew when she got it, what it meant to her. I don't think it was like you were doing it for a whole light and darkness thing. So it's kind of weird to me. So I thought that was weird. Like, why would you get something, but then you would take it off? I don't know.
she might be trying to break out of her contract, like Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye trying to break out his contract. You see what they did to him? They are
Mm-hmm.
taking everything.
I mean, but he's always. I feel like with him, he's gonna be okay because I think with him he is really controversial. So for him, this will be nothing for him to overcome. It's the same man that said George Bush don't like black people. I agree with him, but no, I don't think he did. He likes people in general. Like you, ain't don't touch that. You don't like nobody except for your family and friends who have money or whatever have you. But
But they're not gonna take him out. They ain't gonna take him out because everybody already think he don't have a mind already. So it's like, hey, ain't nobody really believing what Kanye's saying anyway.
yeah,
So
I mean,
whatever information he gives, we don't really necessarily have to do what we did to Biggie, Tupac, Aaliyah, and Left Eye, and all these other
yeah.
artists in the industry.
I mean, my thing for him is I cannot really get behind Kanye. Like, I used to listen to his music and stuff like that. Like,
I still listen to him time to time.
I ain't really messing with it now. Like I
The old stuff
yeah,
mainly.
yeah. But like with him, the reason why I can't really get with him is because he's never like like constant with whatever he's doing. It's like if you're gonna say George Bush don't like black people. Then don't be like, I'm gonna go put this Trump hat on next. Like, bro, you can't be like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, it confuses me, bro. It's like you can't be like, there's racists here, but I'm wearing a Trump hat. Then I'm doing gospel music today. Then I'll be doing rap music tomorrow, bro. Like you got to pick like.
But I mean, who's to say that we don't know for sure that Trump don't like black people, like George Bush don't like black people. Think of some of the rappers he had
Oh man, that's all money, bro. Like,
up there when he was doing speeches. Was it Lil Pump?
nah,
Was it Lil Pump? I think it was Lil Pump. I want to say it was Lil Pump.
I never looked at him because he's ignorant. I can't deal with it. But while we on Trump, because that's funny to me. I was getting food last week, I think, and I was at the grocery store, and in the newspaper it was like Trump is indicted or whatever. Boy, I laughed so much, bro. That killed me, bro. It really. I was like, wow, they finally maybe gonna do him something. But then I
I
read,
think he went to Twitter with that and tried to blame whatever happened on somebody else because he didn't want to go to jail.
man, he needs to go straight to jail, straight to jail. Don't pass go anything. Just turn around and go straight to jail. He deserves it, bro.
Oh, that man gonna have a nice little cell,
Probably so. I mean,
TV, nice little comfy chair.
they all when they do their little dirt and stuff, they get taken care of. They're not gonna do no hard time. But he needs to be locked away. He needs to be locked away. This is how this is how I felt when I read that he was indicted. I put that on Facebook.
Not Paul Mooney. Not
Oh,
Paul Mooney.
oh, of course, Paul Mooney is my favorite man. Oh, I was laughing deep down inside, just like Paul. I was like, oh,
Dude.
he's in jail. Yes, I love it.
I hope it go well for him.
Yeah, yeah, I love Paul Mooney, man. It's sad that he passed away though, but I mean, well,
Shit,
all
it was his.
time and sickness and stuff like that. But I wish I would have gotten to a point where I could have seen one of his shows live or something. But by the time I discovered him, I wouldn't say it was too late, but I was still enjoying like a lot of his older material. So, uh,
Oh man, there's a lot of his old material was great, especially when he appeared on the freaking Chappelle show.
oh yes, indeed.
My goodness.
I laugh at that, man. I love it, man. They don't have anybody like him. Like, you got a writer and all these other good talents with him, man. I mean, I'm not gonna say they don't have people like him, but I feel like he's emulated a lot, or a lot of people pick on him for certain things. And I was like, bro, this man was telling the truth, and he was telling the truth in a time where it was needed. And so, but you can't you can't do stuff like that now without being canceled or whatever
Oh
happened.
shit, Dave Chappelle still doing it. I don't want to hear that.
Well, Dave is. I ain't gonna say he canceled, but he is a target though, bro. Like,
Yeah, they ain't gonna do nothing to Dave Chappelle.
no, they're not. Well, people out there running up on him, but it ain't working. Right as right now, it's not. So, I mean, you saw what happened to the. I'm gonna say transsexual. They beat him down. A couple, like Dave and was it Buster and a couple other people. They stomped him out. Didn't look good for him, but man,
I ain't even hear about that.
what?
Oh
That's
man.
cool. Yeah, he was up doing like a little show, and dude ran up on stage and tried to do him something, and they stumped him out. I'm not gonna pull that picture up. It don't look good.
I guess it's because I don't look for it.
I
Cause
mean, this was something you couldn't not miss. It was like big. Like when it happened, it was big. You as soon as you open your phone up and get on social media, it was on there. And
oh, I
then
missed it because I ain't see none of that.
oh yeah, he ran up on him on stage and they pretty much handled him, and nobody did him anything. And then the sad part is he got beat up. They rolled him out on a gurney, handcuffed to the gurney. I was like, oh, he already hurt. Y'all gonna handcuff the man to the. I was like, oh, bro, yeah.
Why would you handcuff the man and he can't even do nothing? He probably
He
don't
was,
even want to move from the punches and kicks.
bro. It was bad. I don't know. I don't know the dude's name to look him up like directly. Uh,
Transgender man gets beat at show.
I'm not gonna. It's terrible. Oh my god, you're gonna get canceled.
That's fine by me.
No, no,
Because
I
men, you're born a man. You're a man.
yeah. Well, he looks
No
like a
matter
man. He
you
looks like a man in this picture.
alter your body.
Yeah, I'm trying to show it to you. So that's yeah. They handcuffed him after all of
What
that.
was he supposed to be? He's supposed to be transitioning into a woman.
Well, I mean, he's got on black fingernail polish here, so
You say transgender, and he just look emo to me.
that's what they said. He was. He's. Well, I mean, hold on. This is another picture of him, I guess. If you can see this,
Unless he just wanted to be like Dennis Rodman.
so he looks a little more feminine than that to me.
No,
You don't think so?
no.
Mm.
He looked like a stunt double for the Ninja Turtle.
This dude here. He looks. I mean, I wouldn't say he's a woman, but he looks a little more. He looks bad in the other picture. Oh wait, I don't know what's going on here. People teasing him on this one. Oh, he's supposed to be a transsexual or something to that nature. So
I wouldn't call it transsexual or transgender if he didn't go into the process of becoming a woman or a horse or whatever people be trying to become nowadays.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to say. I don't want to like really sit here and research him on why people could be potentially watching this. This is terrible because they were like, "You up here looking up trannies?"
Well, I mean, you're not trying to look them up in that way.
No, I don't
At
want
least
to.
I don't know what you're doing over there.
That's no. That's all I'm doing. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to know. Like, I didn't
But
really.
yeah, I didn't really hear about that.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a thing. Like at one of the shows that happened. So yeah, yeah. So Dave them don't play. They don't play. I mean, and I feel like it's rightfully so. Everybody, you don't deserve to be putting your hands on people, especially
Yeah,
people
he
that.
must have said something to somebody or
I
provoked
feel
someone
like
in
he, well,
some way.
in his last few shows, his jokes have been, geared towards them. But my thing when it comes to like this is gonna suck, but it's the truth. When it comes to people in general, with no matter what, straight, gay, skinny, fat, black, white, Chinese, whatever, I feel like we all talk about each other, you know, and even with gay people, they talk about people too, but they don't want to be talked about. That's how I feel about it. I feel like
It's funny.
yeah,
It's funny because I've witnessed this in real life. A dude will walk into the store and be talking about somebody down bad, and then when we get to joking, kiki ha ha about him, he all of his feelings. But you was just talking about somebody
right.
for what they had on and how they hair looked. But when we talk about you, what you got on, how your hair look all toe up in a
It's
tight ass skirt, you won't get
so
mad and you won't fight somebody.
see that that's what I'm
But
saying.
no,
I feel like it's kind of like it's weird because like if you can't handle it, then you shouldn't be on other people. That's just how I feel about it. So with Dave has always been, I'm not gonna say controversial, but I will say that he'll push the limits a little bit, and I think
a
nobody is
little
nobody's
bit.
off.
I don't think he was pushing the limits a little bit.
I mean,
He pushed him. That
yeah,
man.
but I think is with him, if you listen to a lot of stuff, even this new stuff, bro, it's not like he's out there like, oh, you take it up the butt, nothing like that. He might say something like that, but it's not like.
He's said some shit like that,
But I
and
feel like if you
his
go to
stand.
his show, then you know what to expect. That's how I feel. Like you can't be gay and say I'm going to a Dave Chappelle show, not thinking like that ain't coming out.
Because it's
That's
gonna come out.
yeah.
Same with Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac done touched on that subject a lot too.
So yeah, so it's like you know that this could potentially be a topic. And if I'm sensitive, I'm not gonna go to it. If I'm like, oh, you gonna talk about this, and I'm doing this, I better not go because it's gonna make me mad. Not mad enough to run up on stage and get stumped out, but you know what I'm saying? Like, well, maybe I ought to leave. I spent my money, but I ought to leave. So I mean, that's how I feel about that. But even like I was saying, I just don't think it's fair a lot of times. I mean, not everybody who is gay they're so sensitive that they can't take it, but there are some people who, especially now, it feels like you can't really express yourself because somebody's gonna be like offended or whatever, or cancel you or whatever. So that's how I look at it now. It's like you have to be super careful, or now you won't make it anything, or if
Yeah.
you do have anything, they're gonna take it away. So that's how I feel about it. I mean, Dave has enough money where you can't take anything from it. I don't feel like you can, but I mean, I don't know if anybody's gonna work with him right now. He's still doing stuff, but I don't know if he's doing anything like major.
I don't think he's doing stuff with other people.
No. Well, he did. I think last year he had the Netflix special, but I think that was like his last special, and he's like, I don't know if he's done doing like specials or anything, but right now
I,
he's
I thought that was year for last. I want to say that was his last special.
what, Netflix. I think I watched
Yeah.
it. I think
Did
I
he
watched it
just?
last year. Yeah, the
Did
one that
he?
yeah. Oh no, you gotta be. I gotta do research live while we record. This is terrible.
I feel like Dave Chappelle has done something recent.
Mm, let's see. He's probably still doing tours and stuff. But as far as like, yeah, his last Netflix special. Oh, I'm wrong. Was 2021. Well, no, he had one that was in 2022. So yeah. So yeah, last year was the last one. But I think the closer may have been the one from, yeah, that was the one from 2021. But no, they said he did one, and they said they think he may do one this year too, but I don't know. So yeah, he may actually, yeah, he may do one this year as well. So yeah, it's not completely over with for him, but you have to be careful what you say, or somebody can be mad. So it don't matter who it is, black, white, whatever, whoever it is, they gonna be mad, upset with you. So, yeah. So that segue, we just went through like a whole bunch of stuff here. This is just off topic, just anything. So, do you have anything you want to talk about before I segue into my other thing?
Man, before you do that, that guy, was it his arm? Did he put his arm in the alligator's mouth?
Oh, the video. Yeah, he put it on. He
Yeah,
deserved.
he
Yeah,
put
he
his
deserved
arm
every
in
bit
the
of that.
alligator's mouth. He was fisting the alligator's uvula,
Well, see,
trying
this
to get a
man,
reaction out of it, and he got the reaction that
that is not
he
this dude.
it wasn't a reaction that he was looking for, but that
No,
gator tried his arm, and
well,
then I
see,
seen the other one where a dude put his head in the alligator's mouth,
that was a long time ago. That
and
was
it snapped on him and wiggled,
yes,
and
that was
he
a
was
long.
just sitting there like,
So what happens is you have a lot of people who perform that trick, and what they do is you do it, but you cannot, like, alligators will cooperate, quote unquote. I'm lying. They will, but like if they taste like sweat on your skin or something, that's when they clamp down on you. But as long as you're not sweating, there's no respiration. The moment they taste that salt, that's when they
bro,
bite down.
it's no way, it's no way you can sit there and tell me that these people don't get nervous doing this. I don't care how many times you do it, you still get that fight or flight in you. And you don't take the fight, you take the flight, and you get to sweating, be clammy, drippy, you're shaking, you're moving. And next thing you know, this
Yes,
part of your arm meat touching alligator tongue, and
yes.
now you crying for the Lord help.
Oh yeah, because that thing. But he lucky he didn't lose his arm, man. To be honest with you, because that,
He look at that thing, then death roll.
yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Oh, he'd have been. Yeah, he needed prosthetic playing around with the alligator, but bro, it's a lot of people who play with animals, and I'll tell you a story. This is stupid. This happened to me in high school, and so
Not you trying to put your hand in the alligator mouth.
no, but just this is what makes me not trust animals like that anymore. So I was in like this kind of science class, but it was dealing with like farming and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
so this lady, the teacher, she had a squirrel. So something happened. The squirrel fell out of the tree, hit his head or whatever, and it became like really docile. She brought it to school. Man, we would be like holding the squirrel. Like I don't know anybody who's actually like held a squirrel like that. I know people do it like if you feed them and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not putting that much trust in a squirrel.
Bruh,
Squirrel terrorized my dog. I'm not doing it.
bruh. I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. So we she would let us like handle it before the class actually started. So me being stupid, I had kind of like handle it on and off, but somebody will always have it like before they gave it to me or whatever. So they'd be like, oh, they kind of give it to you, you mess around and pass it around. Everybody kind of get a turn. I take my ignorant behind up now by myself, and I go get this thing. And this thing is okay, I'm good or whatever. I don't know what happened. This thing turned into a Tasmanian devil and was like running up my arm, biting me on my hand. Bruh, that junk hurt so bad. I threw it to the ground, and the lady got mad at me. I was like, "Did you not see this thing biting on me?" I was like, "Never again." Like,
He spiked the squirrel to
yeah,
the
I
ground.
threw it, bro. This thing was biting me, man. I
Oh
was
my
like,
goodness.
bro, I'll never do that again, man.
You traumatized that woman. I
I was
probably would hate to do
traumatized.
that.
I was traumatized. I was like, you were cool, and then all of a sudden he had like a mood swing and just started just scratching me up, running up my arm and scratching, biting me on the hand. I was like, oh no. Threw it to the
But this
floor.
man, this man did a Peyton Manning quarterback spike.
I don't care. You're not about to start biting me. I no. I don't play with animals like that. I'm like, no, sir. So she was like, after that, nobody gets to mess with the squirrel. I was like, you don't have to worry about me touching it ever again. So she managed to finally catch it, but whatever happened when dealing with me, it went back into normal squirrel mode. So eventually they released it. She took it back home and was like, okay, well, it's back to normal now. It's like, yeah, you been a Negro. Now you go back to normal. That's what happened.
He was traumatized. You were traumatized. That squirrel most definitely thought it was dead after it hit that ground.
I don't care. I'm like, you're not about to bite me. I'm sorry. This is not happening. This is not, no, this is not normal. So, yeah, after that, I was like, yeah, I'm not putting my hands on something like that again. Now, I have owned like small animals like ferrets and stuff. I have been bitten by, I had one that was like, it didn't like me at all. So that one would bite me and scratch me sometimes. But the other one I had three. So the first one I had was pretty cool, and the third one I had was pretty cool. But that albino one I had, that damn thing was a devil. But that like as far as animals like that, that's as far as that ever gone. But now I'm just like, no, I'm not. I don't have time for it. So
Nah, just dogs for me. Just dogs for me. But I don't care how much of a professional you are. I don't care how much one-on-one time you spent with this animal.
yeah.
Alligator, please don't play with nature like that. I don't care
Oh,
how good you are with it.
your day is gonna come. I feel like when you do stuff like that, your day is gonna come. That's one thing. If you like, I'm feeding them with a 10-foot stick or something, at least you have 10 feet. But when you like, we 101 with a great one, and my arm is in your mouth. Oh, yeah. When you sent me that, I already knew. I was like, oh, somebody's about to get bit.
Yeah, I don't even see how people build up the courage to even do some stuff like that, knowing what this thing can do to you if all hell breaks loose.
That's how they get down. They don't care. I mean, but it kind of proves, like, oh well. I think when you do stuff like that, you kind of it's a big risk, but you know what you're getting into, I guess. There's like people who feed snakes and stuff, and then the snake like they like we're feeding them, and then he tried to jump out the box. I'd have quit. I'm like, yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
even.
forget all that. I don't care how well trained you think you can get nature. It's
No.
always unpredictable.
Yeah, they're gonna have
Always.
it moments. Even with dogs though, bro. Dogs are like that too.
Yeah,
They like that. So
trust me, I know. I know.
yes.
I know.
So I don't think it's like I think it's just nature in general. I mean, we have animals that can be docile, whatever, but I wouldn't dare play with something like an alligator, not like that. I need to pull that up because that junk was like ridiculous.
Yeah, he had deep lacerations in his arm, like here. So all the
And
way down.
when you talked
And
about dude who got bit on the head, I remember that they used to come on TV, like on those world's funniest moments or whatever.
that wasn't funny. That was
It was funny.
traumatizing for that
It was
man.
it was funny to me, but they always played like a stupid theme music with it or something. So, hey, what makes you put your head in the alligator's mouth? Your bald head on top of that.
They showed it a few times on the Animal Planet.
Yeah, that used to come on. I wouldn't say cable TV. It'd be like analog TV, whatever it was.
You said, oh,
Down here used to be like Fox 44 or something like that. When animals attack or something stupid like that. I love those shows. Oh man.
dang, man, when animals that is old.
Yeah.
That is old. That was back when they had like the actual TV guide.
Yeah. Now I'm telling my age. That's horrible.
What channel it was? I think it was like channel 3 or something. You were like one of them
Yeah.
single digit channels. Look at the TV guide, see what's coming on.
The world's all these police chases and stuff, man. That was, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's back when TV was like pretty cool. I don't watch it anymore. I'm not like
That's
big.
when yeah, TV was cool. Everything wasn't being repeated in different forms and fashion. That goes with movies too. Everything was almost genuine to of his age, especially Jackie Chan movies. Jackie Chan movies came a long way.
Yeah.
Rumble in the Bronx. What that movie was, and he was racing. I want to say it was like Torque or something. I might be saying the name of that movie wrong.
I have to look that one up. I don't think I've seen that one. I watched a lot of Jackie Chan because my dad used to be like, he would have like a lot of martial arts movies. So yeah, I grew up on all of that stuff, man. Jet Li.
Oh, Jet Li was the man. Oh, Ip Man was one of my favorites.
Oh, bro, I love Donnie. What's his name? Donnie Yen or whatever. I don't know his
I
name,
think
but
that's his name.
yeah, but yeah, I like it, man. I like him as it, man. They have some other people who play too. But yeah, I definitely because I think he's gonna. I think he wants to be in the. They're doing another John Wick, which I haven't watched four yet, but I think he wants to be either he's in four or he wants to be in the fifth one or whatever. I'm like, that's gonna be crazy if he's
I
in.
want to say he's going to be in the fifth one, but Keanu Reeves not going to be in it.
Oh well, then that's not John Wick. That's the essence.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it for you. You're just going to have to watch it. It's a great movie.
I don't want to watch it then if he's not
It's
gonna.
great. It's
Cause
great, man.
I end up watching like the Matrix Resurrections again, and for the sake of me, the second time, it's like I didn't understand it, and I was like, I really just like the fight scenes. I don't. The story behind it was weird. I mean, I get it. Like you got caught in the Matrix and never got out for like 20 years, and now you're finally out again. Like, no, it's weird. So now him and Trinity are both the one.
Now I never really understood the Matrix saga.
Oh. I mean, it's pretty. It's just like unplugging, pretty much. The Matrix Saga is kind of like, to me, I think it's almost like it resembles the kind of the world we live in now. You have like a lot of people who like we're doing social media, but when you look at social media, it's a lot of people who live under like false pretenses or whatever, and so
Them people not real. Those aren't real people.
right, and so when you
Them
think about
AIs and NPCs.
So you think about what the Matrix and people like they're trying to unplug, they're trying to get back into, you know,
Reality.
yeah, the reality and not live this falsified life. And so I think that was the whole purpose behind that. But there are a lot of people who want us to live a falsified life, and I think that's just the whole back and forth. But it got a little more deeper when it got to reality, and then they were dealing with the machine world and stuff like that. I never really understood that part of it. That was just weird because the first one they didn't have all that. It was just like you're in a program and the agents are trying to stop you, and you got to fight whatever. And then the second
Yeah.
one, yeah,
Take the red pill or the blue pill.
oh,
This pill, you keep everything. The other pill, you go back to where you started from, and now you're a broke homeless man in New York living in a box.
I was like, look, give me the blue pill. I can't take being on this ship with barely
Yeah.
anything on and it's cold
Give me
out.
that box, and I hope that box have a skylight and the balcony in the back somewhere.
Well, in Resurrections, that's what ended up happening. He ended up they quote unquote used the Matrix and he designed a game. Like the Matrix became a game and he was famous and all this other stuff. But people kept calling him back, like, Neo, what are you doing? You're not, really. So he kept trying to escape the whole false world. So I mean, but that's what I think about. I think they did that to kind of show us like we have our own realities, but then we have, people who suffer with looking at social media and stuff like that. They always get the perception that people are living a
Yeah.
certain way, or
Everybody want the Instagram models. People think you can just go out and get a mansion with like 90 acres behind it.
right.
People on social media kind of set the standard for a lot of things, especially dating. So it's like if you don't have a nice car, if you're not making damn near $1 million a year, then you don't deserve me. If you can't buy me diamonds and lions and tigers and stuff, why am I in your life? Why am I in your life? Why are you wasting my time if
I
you
mean,
can't provide me with such luxury?
that's true. I mean, it's like that on both ends. So that's why I'm on social media, but I don't try to live like the comparison of what I see or what other people have and stuff like that. It's like, man, you got to get out here and get it yourself. Do it, work hard, because like a lot of times with social media and cameras and pictures and stuff like that, I always tell people, you don't know what took place before they took the picture. You don't know what took place after they took the
That's
picture.
the same thing with the news.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing but a big storytelling right there.
Oh, pretty much. The news is run by uh I would say the government, but even beyond the government. And
The Chinese, Asia.
I don't think it's them. I think it's whoever is controlling the whole population. That's how I feel about it. I think that's what happens. Like the news people, they're like, not this local stuff. I don't mean like somebody got shot up the street. I mean like big world, changing events. I feel like that's run by people not of your local news station. It's like somebody has to tell you this is what's going on, and then you report on it. I feel like that's what I.
Like, hey, there's this thing called W234 that if you don't go here and take this medication and get this shot, then you might turn into this uncontrollable person, and then we'll have to catch you and put you in solitary confinement. Now they got everybody thinking kind of unnecessary things to become zombified or die, basically. And I feel like I feel like it's just a thing just to control the population altogether.
I mean, that's the news and TV. But look, we're gonna take a small break, and we'll be right back. Got to get some things recalibrated here, and we're gonna get right back to it. I know I got one more thing for us, and then he's gonna give us some more stuff, and we're gonna get out of here. So that's it for right now. Give me just a few minutes.
Those were where the hell?
All right. So you were saying about the news and how it's about
They
mind.
just want to control the population. Yeah, I think the government really fears the people. I ain't gonna say the government because we as a people are supposed to be the government. So what we say is really supposed to go
I think you have a point though.
with a lot of things that go on. And people are just fucking scared. I don't know why people are so scared. If people sit down to think, because it's not that really it's not really that many people in the government, because the government us as a people, we over what's the word I'm looking for, as a number people in the world,
Hmm.
it's more of us than there are people in the government. So if we just sit down, take the time to think about that, and just come together as a whole, as a people, I feel like life would be a whole lot easier for the lot of us.
I mean, well, here's what I think. I think you have a point. Uh, Now this is terrible what I'm about to say when it comes to
Nah, nothing's terrible, man.
oh, this is terrible. Remember when we had those riots and stuff down here? This is a couple of years back, and like,
Was it a part of the that Black Lives Matter stuff? Like after Alton Sterling got killed by those police officers?
yeah, we were
Yeah.
season. That was probably, and this is the worst thing I'm gonna say. That was probably the best thing that could have happened, like the rising with all the people and stuff. And where I'm going with this is when it comes down to government, and Paul Mooney said this best. He was like, every 4 years there should be a revolution. He was like, that would change a bunch of things. But part of me like it would kind of change when you think about people in government, like when Trump, and I'm not a supporter of Trump, but when them people ran up and stormed the Capitol, that was like the best thing that, like, if all of us could have been in that, even though not supporting him, that would have messed up so much stuff. The only problem is, like, I feel like it's, yeah, we have to deal with the government. It's the people, then it's the government, but it's like, who is above the government? Like, how do we deal with that? That's that's the thing right there. It's like the government, they answer to people. So like who, like, how do you deal with that?
It's just people that's above them. It's just a bunch of guys and women with a lot of money that can't really be told what to do because of the amount of money that they have that is getting poured into a lot of the things that we need, such as a lot of the businesses that's being ran
Mm-hmm.
across the country and up across seas. Fucking the military, not just our military, but they helping
All of them.
all the the allied countries,
Yeah.
the countries that we are allies with, they military. Stuff in like the automotive industry, food industry, all that. So, and that's another thing a lot of people scared of. If they take action to try to take control to actually get the power back, that those people above the president and other parts of the government, they're gonna take all of it away, and now they're gonna leave us to starve and go back to the before Christ days.
I don't think it's gonna be like, I think the government's gonna suffer right along with us though. I feel like, like, oh, y'all failed the mission. Like years ago.
They will, because they gonna take everybody out. I'm telling you,
Yeah. I think
they're gonna
that's
take everyone with them.
yeah, that's what I think about that. I feel like it's, like I said about the whole rioting and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, and I'm not for people getting killed. I'm not.
I'm not for people getting killed. I wish I could have been a part of the riots, especially when was that dude 17 or 16? A 16-year-old dude that was walking around with that AR, and then they started talking all kind of shit about how they was just gonna take away our Second Amendment rights. I wanted to be on the front lines with
Oh,
my AR and my handgun on my side, yelling out, "You gonna have to kill me to take my firearm because I stand by my Second Amendment."
bro, like, yeah, I mean, that was, it was weird then, but and there was so many people talking crazy, and social media is weird. Yeah, you kind of watching videos, you watching lives and stuff like that, and people be talking so much trash. And it was, I had gotten to it with this white person, and they were like, "That's what's wrong with black people now. That's why you're gonna end up being slaves all over again and stuff like that." And I was like, "You are just really stupid." I was like, "We're all slaves."
Yeah, I'm gonna say slavery has never went away.
Yeah.
They just modernized it.
Well, but when I say we're all slaves, I mean black, white, Chinese, whatever.
Mexican.
Yeah, anytime you have to pay somebody other than yourself, we're pretty much paying back what our country owes. That's pretty much what we're doing. So anybody who's born here or whatever, my child, she's born, she's gonna end up paying the government. Just it's just a vicious cycle unless you, I don't even know where you would move because we owe so much money.
Unless you wanna secretly build some kind of country boat and be out in the middle of the ocean somewhere.
No, they'll be trying to pluck you off. No, like you are a part of this country. As soon as
They
you,
wouldn't know. They wouldn't know. They only search through I think 1% of the ocean. The ocean is huge, bro. They can't cover all of its surface.
I never survive. I can't drink all that water, so I'm good. I just have to.
It's ways to filter out all the bad stuff so you can drink it.
No, I mean literally, I can't drink enough of the world's water to survive. Like I'd be as big as Cell in his second form when he blew up the planet. I no, it wouldn't work.
But that's why they got a lot of people buying themselves back from the government.
Sounds like a
But
task force.
the little process and going off the grid. Yeah, you know how many people they have off the grid that we don't know about.
But I'm sure they being watched too. I feel like we this. I feel like in the end, you still being watched to a certain degree.
Yep, all these birds ain't real.
Well, I mean, I don't put anything past that because you got drones and you got all kinds of stuff. So, I mean,
You got the bird.
even right now, these phones we're using or computers and stuff got cameras in it. So there's no way to get away.
Phone, the
And
phones, the birds, the bees, some
yeah,
of these, the
I
bees, some of these bees out here, they cameras, some of these insects
I haven't
are
seen a beat in so
cameras.
long. Yeah,
You
I
know,
don't.
you always get that big, is it that's not a honeybee. That big old bumblebee that's always flying around, don't want to move.
Oh,
Them cameras too.
makes a lot of noise. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say they're not, but I don't want to find out. I'm always trying to hit at them. So if not, it'll be a two-up camera playing with me. But that's what I think. I feel like people, if we if our government was just really solid, that nobody was controlling them, then people should revolt. And like I said, like when they stormed the Capitol with with Trump on his command or what I say on his command, he did it. He was on social media doing it. But when they
They
did
should have
it,
done that. They should have done that with Biden. They should have
yeah,
stormed the Capitol with Biden up in there.
I mean, he's still in. We still got time, but you got 2 years still. But I don't think they're gonna do it
Yeah,
without. Yeah,
2 years, 1 year, 2 year.
yeah, it's 2 years left.
Isn't 2024 the end of his term?
I don't think so. He didn't get in 2020.
It might be 25. It might be 25. I I don't keep up with politics, but I know some things about politics. It's like I'm not completely oblivious to it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't keep up with it either. I mean, I kind of look when it's time to vote, I guess, to see who we're gonna put in next. Uh, I do like to participate in that because I feel like if we made a different decision, sometimes, and I had an argument. I always end up in stupid arguments with people. So I had this client I was working on, and he asked me who I voted for, and this was back when it was Hillary and Trump. I didn't vote for either one of them. I actually voted independent, and the people with the independent parties, they actually have some good stuff that they talk about if you listen to them. It's more than Democrats and Republicans. I'm a Democrat, but I voted independent. So he told me I wasted my vote. He was like, it was pretty much like me voting for Trump. I was like, no. So he didn't get my vote, and she didn't get my vote. I said I voted for somebody else. Now, had I not voted, it would have probably been like me giving my vote away. But I feel like if we were to open our minds and be a lot supportive in those other, you know, potential presidents and stuff like that, that you could maybe see a change. Like, but they, the thing is, even if they get there, it's still somebody over them. So it's like, if you don't do what we say, John F. Kennedy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It'd be
You see
something.
what they did to him? They took him smooth out. They were like, "Yep, we got you. We telling you we want you to do this little parade through this certain part of town because we got this one person in this one building." They took his ass out.
Yeah,
Same
he was
thing
like
with
that.
Malcolm X. They took Malcolm X out.
He was like that. Hey, put. Oh, yeah. So I feel like that will still be there, but I feel like if we, like I said, open up to go in a different direction, you could possibly see a change. I don't know if it would make us strong enough to deal with the next bossed up, if that makes sense.
Man, all I'm gonna say is if we as a people stay consistent and keep fighting the government, and we are guaranteed to see a change. We just
Well,
have to stay
it's
consistent.
it's fighting them, but it's also if our people were
The
consistent.
going on strikes,
Well, consistent is a word, but if our people
stop
actually
working.
really, if they checked into it, if they were more invested in it, it would be a thing. But I'll say for us, it's black people, and it's a disappointment sometimes. You have black people who are into politics really
Mind
strong.
your own business, because that's what a lot of black people do. They mind their own
Well,
business.
they do be minding their business, but I feel like a lot of times when they make changes, especially like critical stuff, they catch us in our mode of partying or on the sports or events and stuff like that. We'll be like, oh, we're going to this football game. Hey, we voting today while you at the game, so we gonna make these changes while you out partying. That's what tends to happen. It's like, do I go to a Southern football game or do I go and vote? You already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go ahead and go to
I'm
that.
going to vote, and maybe I'll catch like the fifth quarter, because that's what I really go there for anyway. The band.
Everybody's not gonna do that. Everybody gonna be like, I'm going out there tailgating early. I'm getting there early. I ain't worried about voting. Whatever happens, happens. So that's how it is for us. It's like they make those changes while we're not concerned about it. That's all. And then once we find out, like, well, when this happened? While you was at the game. It's like that's what happened. You were out partying and we voted. And that's what messes it up for us because we're not really consistent or we're not focused on it. It's like, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm like that too. Sometimes they'd be like, we going to vote? And I'm like, man, I've been at work and I went and did this other thing.
I go vote, even if I do have something planned. I don't mind being late somewhere just to
It
go
depends
vote.
on how much time I have left. They'd be like, we about to close at 8:30. It's 8:15. I'm not gonna make it. Hopefully we
Let me go vote and then mosey my little self back onto my house. That's me.
it depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I will roll through, but if it's like, ooh, I done missed it, I'm just like everybody else except for I ain't partying. I'm just being lazy. So I mean but that's how it is, bro. Like I feel like for us, especially our people, we struggling in arena because we're not focused on it. And we're not happy with the changes, but we're not trying to make it any better either. Like you said, we minding our business, but it's like you have to be invested in it in order to see it change. So
Yep, just like how people be invested in waiting for getting the next Jordan or getting the newest game that come out, that fancy little dress they've been looking at.
yep.
People trying to get new cars. If they was invested like that, life would actually be a whole lot easier for us as a whole. Not just black people, but all races. And that's in the matter.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I feel like it would still be difficult.
I'm gonna say it, cause if we was doing what we was supposed to do to make life better for us, China would probably have most of their money back. Russia stopped trying to kill us, kill us dead.
Bro, we would still be in a hole. Ain't no way in the world we gonna come up with trillions, dog. Like we need a
At
whole.
least we can come up with a couple million. At least they'll back off. Like
They
the
ain't go
dope
back
people,
on, dog. It's like you look. They like big
like the
big.
pimp. Hey, bitch, I'll be back to get my $300 next week.
Player. They like Big Worm. Big Worm wanted all his money, dog. They are the big worm of it all. Like you got my money. Like hey, you ain't got my money. What the rest of the merchandise at, dog? I need it. Hey man, we smoked it up. We ate it up. Like we're gonna forever be on them, bro. We
Yeah,
owe.
man. Me and Craig lost his job. We do how we do. We got
That man ain't want to hear that. He like, you remember us? I'm killing you and Craig. I'll be back. That man, the whole roller set in and pulled off. Like I don't want to hear that. But that's the same way. It's like they don't want to hear that, bro. There's no way we would ever pay back that kind of money, bro.
like we gonna forever be in debt.
But that's the system, though. The system is to forever be in debt, no matter what the race is. But then when it trickles down for us, our struggle is we're gonna always be I don't want to say always, but it always feel like it's oppression for us too. So, you know. And speaking of that, I'm gonna hop off there and get to this other one. So I wanted to talk about Jonathan Majors, which I told you about him. Man, I really had a lot to talk about with him. So the main thing was him with the whole allegations of hitting a woman and stuff. I don't know, and going, he got arrested, but then she ended up like retracting what she said. Then his attorney weirdly put out some of the text messages, so I don't know what's going on with that. They hadn't said anything since then, but I feel like for him, I hate that for him that he's going through all of this. But it's like, man, you just started, like your acting is like really getting out there. You're in your season right now, and then next thing you know, you know something weird happens, and now you getting handcuffs put on you. It's crazy, bro.
Shit, that sound like Chris Brown and Rihanna.
Yeah and no, because I think they fought each other. I think for him, for what people were saying, like maybe like
It
him,
was drug. It was the coke.
this
It
dude,
was the coke talking. It was the coke talking. Rihanna was tired of that shit, but she beat herself up.
I don't know, but for
That
this
woman beat
situation,
herself
bro,
up,
it's difficult because I can't really like you
and
don't,
then he put his hands on her.
but you don't have no proof of this here. It's just she ended up calling the police on her. So there's no video proof. There's no pictures. No nothing. The only proof they have is like some text messages she sent, and like he was talking to her, and then he just stopped talking, and she just kept on trying to text for what the attorney put out, and he didn't respond. He was like, "Did you leave your key to the door? Goodbye." That was it. He was like, "You're done.
He
You got."
put out. That's like
I don't blame him. You put
what
me
is
in.
it? That mad black woman, Charles. Charles just stopped messing with old girl. Now he got some other woman up in the house wearing her clothes and everything. Like, yeah, leave your key.
Right,
Getting
yeah,
a divorce. I don't
that's
want you no more. Bye.
he said. He was like, "Did you leave your key? Goodbye." That was pretty much it. Man, but he, bro, for be honest with you, I didn't really know too much about him. I saw him like when I finally figured out who he was. Like I saw him with the movies and stuff, but I didn't really pay attention. But what made me really talk about him was they put some weird pictures. Like he's not gonna lie, dude, 33 years old, good shape. I ain't gonna lie, he toned up and stuff like that. He's working out. Bruh, they had taken pictures of him. Somebody dressed him up like Doflamingo from One Piece. You know what I'm talking about? Bro, they made him look so gay. And I ain't gonna lie, one of the pictures he
That's
actually,
a part of the ritual, man. The humiliation. If you
bro, I
don't want
hate.
to do the gay shit, you got to get humiliated, or you have to do a blood sacrifice.
But it
It's a
wasn't him. It was
family
the
member or
person
close
who it was
friend.
the person who styled him. The dude who styled him actually likes anime. But it was one picture he took that was like, oh, this is Doflamingo. Like he was like sitting back on his couch all stretched out. And so he was dressed up similar to, or he looked just like him. I was like, okay, this is Doflamingo. But the other pictures, man, this man had duck lips with red lipstick on and stuff. I'm like, man, why you got your boy?
Yep,
Like,
that's part of the ritual, man.
like
Now he in big movies like what? Ain't he in Creed 3?
yeah, Ant-Man, he's in the third or fourth Ant-Man, I guess. I don't know how many Ant-Mans it is now. Three or four. He's in that.
I
He's
haven't watched even that one of them.
I do want to see that. I don't really care too much about Creed, but I'll probably watch it. But they say Creed actually has a lot of anime references because Michael B. Jordan is a big anime fan.
That's
So
what they.
mhm.
That's what they say.
Yeah, well, and some of it does. Like they had one scene where somebody compared it to Goku fighting Frieza. Then they had one scene where they compared it to Naruto and Sasuke fighting. And like,
How dare they?
oh, but no, they actually in the final fight where they punched each other in the face at the same time. They have a scene where they do that in the boxing match, and it was like snap. So what they said was Michael B. Jordan actually they hang out, and what he did is he's like, hey man, check out this anime and all this other stuff. So he'll show them all these different ones. So I think that's kind of cool. But see, what I hate about, and this is another reason why I kind of brought that other thing about the Doflamingo stuff. I hate for us as black people. It's like people of color cannot enjoy other cultures. You know, like they can't be a part of it without other people either treating us weirdly about it, or it's just always like you can't do this or you can't do that. I see that on social media all the time. And I grew up, I wasn't like really big into anime because I didn't know a lot about it. The only stuff I knew about was like Dragon Ball. That's all I grew up.
Oh man, bro, I grew up on uh Naruto, Shinchan, Gundam,
Now, funny,
uh
this is
Full Metal Alchemist,
bro, this
Cowboy
is funny.
Bebop,
I'm
bro.
gonna tell you the truth about Naruto, me and Naruto. When Naruto first came out, I did not watch it. I couldn't stand Naruto when it first came out because it would come on.
I loved it. Oh my goodness, I loved it.
It would come on Cartoon Network like after Dragon Ball or a little bit afterwards, and I'd be like, "Children is ninjas, what?" Psh, turn it off. But what made me,
Meanwhile, I'm like, Mom, I want to be a ninja. I want to fight like them.
I
I'm trying
couldn't,
to
bro.
walk on the
Like,
walls and everything.
I'm like, man, what Dragon Ball Z going on? Naruto, what? Psh, turn it up. But this what got me to Naruto. Real talk. Uh, remember them old Naruto games that was like on PlayStation 2?
Oh
Like
yeah, man. I
that's what
had literally every one. Every
that's what
single last one of them, I had them.
bro, that's what made me get into it. I went into like back when the Mall of Cartana was over, I went to this place was called Sam Goodies or whatever. And they had that first one on sale. And back then I used to be like, I would try just any kind of video game. Like where I would have like cases of just games. Because that's all I would do. Like I
Oh
was
man, us too. My favorite one was Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur series.
right. So I picked up that Naruto game. And what I tend to do is if I play a game and I don't understand what's going on, I want to know the backstory. And I didn't realize I had picked this game up and the show had been coming on this whole time and I had been turning it off. And I was like, bro, that's the TV show you've been turning off. Like, I'm playing this game and the game didn't really give you like a lot of backstory, like not that first. It was
I
like,
think they just started doing that into like Ninja Storm, into
yeah,
like the Ninja Storm series.
right. The like the other ones, like just the regular whatever they were, I forget. The whole so they didn't give you like a lot of backstory. It was just like you fight and you run up trees, whatever. It was cool. I love those games. But that's what made me get into Naruto. So after that, then I started getting the little TV shows and the box sets and all that stuff. I owned all of that stuff, bro. Then I started buying the Shonen Jump. I was like, man. Then I jumped into Bleach. I had like just I took like a whole nosedive from Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball ended with no more Dragon Ball Z. I ain't care about Dragon Ball GT. I never really watched Dragon Ball. I did end up buying a lot of it. A lot of that content I ended up buying it. I gave it to one of my friends. I watched some of it. So I was like, okay, let me figure this out. But like I just grew up on straight. You couldn't tell me nothing else but Dragon Ball Z. That was like the best thing to me. So then I started watching all other stuff and then I really got into Naruto. Naruto was like the biggest thing for me. And I couldn't wait till Shippuden came out. I was like, bro, I can't wait for that. Like your boy growing up, I can't
And
wait.
it's still my number one, and I've seen every single episode, and I'm so sad that season one of Boruto finally ended. Oh my goodness, I'm just so
I
sad.
don't think it's bro. I don't think it's coming back from what they're saying though. They saying they made
It's coming back. It's they working on the second part.
they needed trash Boruto. I couldn't
No, they don't, man.
I couldn't
It's
really
it's
get
amazing.
I couldn't get to Boruto, bro. You said season one, like, bro, that's the longest season ever.
Yeah, season one like 260 episodes. I want to say.
That is tragic. How many episodes was in
Do
season one?
you not know how many bro? Naruto has the most episodes in seasons ever.
But I feel like season one of Naruto was not that because you see you gotta understand I had the sets. I always bought the box set. So you like how many shows may have been on one disc or whatever. I don't know. But like one box set may have been like 3 CDs or something like that. So the first season of Naruto was obviously him getting through the getting to the tuning exams or whatever. Then after that was, Sasuke had gotten bitten by the end, and I think after that,
The third Hokage had died.
yeah.
All that.
But they didn't pick up the second season until maybe right after Naruto had defeated Gaara or whatever. So it's like that's not like a lot of episodes. Bro. That's like be like
Shit, that's still tuning exam.
yeah, that's still that. That's like that, and I might be wrong. That might have
Cause
been
wasn't that right after Rock Lee was whooping on that boy ass after he took them weights off.
yeah Gaara. Yeah,
Boy went psycho because um the curse mark on Sasuke started irritating him and he was getting that itch for more powers. He wanted to go seek out Orochimaru.
yeah. I want to say those were like the first. That may have been like the first 3 seasons, bro. Honestly,
Three or
when I
four.
yeah when
Three
I
three or four, 3.5.
yeah when I think back on it, that so Naruto didn't really like the season for it compared to Boruto. Like all of Boruto right now is season one. That's ridiculous. Like you
Cause
should
they had a bunch of filler episodes in Naruto.
yeah. Well, the only filler they really had, no, not really. Not that they had filler after Sasuke left. The only filler they had before was when Sasuke got mad at Naruto when Naruto learned Rasengan. Remember that? And they were fighting on
Yeah, he was like, "Ha, you see that? I'm strong as hell. Look at me, look at my power.
right.
Look at your machine gun, that little ass dent." And then when he seen the back of that water tower, he was like, "Ah,
No, that was the actual season when he left. But the right before that, you talk about like right before he decided to leave, but right
this
before
nigga stronger than me."
they had a little filler spot where they went and they were helping some dude race or something or whatever. But it was like Sasuke with his lightning versus the dude who actually had lightning, and Naruto actually beat it. Sasuke couldn't beat it, so Naruto actually beat it. And then they segued into going back to the village. Sasuke had to get healed again when quote unquote he was actually recovering from the curse mark. That's what really happened. So, but the filler spot showed them healing, getting healed
So who stopped it? Because Orochimaru did show up.
for what? Wait,
Sasuke,
who stopped what?
Orochimaru.
Wait,
Because
wait.
it was a part in the tuning exam. I forgot what two pairs were fighting, but Sasuke had walked off, talking about something. It's getting worse. I want to say Orochimaru showed up in the shadows.
Uh,
Something there.
didn't no girl show up who was a student of Orochimaru? I think you talking about
No, it was Orochimaru, and he killed one of the women from the land of sound, and he just basically took her body. He stole her body, basically.
oh okay, yeah, I remember that. Because he bit him dressed up as the woman.
Yeah,
But I don't think anybody showed up, he left.
I want to say he showed up in the show. I might be wrong. It's
No,
been
he
a while.
left.
It's
Yeah,
it's, it's
he
it's been a
left.
while since
He
I've
left
seen.
after he bit Sasuke. Nobody showed up. After he
Been a
bit
while.
Sasuke, he left, and then old girl carried him and Naruto until they found Rock Lee. So no, that's what ended up happening with that. But yeah, but Naruto had filler, but it wasn't like I don't think the first like Naruto as a kid. I think there a lot of that filler happened after Sasuke left. It was like a lot.
Had Shonen Jump had the most.
Yeah. So that's when all because I think it was like 15 seasons of that.
And the last couple episodes made me cry after the
Hey,
war. My
hey,
boy done got married and shit.
oh yeah, I didn't watch all that either, man. I
I
kind of
watched I watched it all.
I kind of looked into like some of the movies and stuff. But see how
I
we
watched all the movies. I watched all the movies
oh
too.
yeah, I watched most of them. I think I want to say, but see how we enjoyed it. You can't really go and enjoy that openly. Like our people out here dressed up. I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie.
I still can. I don't know about you.
What I want to do, even though I'm old now, what I want to do, I want to dress up like Kakashi. I just don't want to turn my hair gray. I don't mind buying the clothes and stuff like
Yeah, I was gonna say, just get the wig like everybody else do. Put the wig cap on,
that. All right,
slick your hat back, put the wig cap on, put
because
the
I'm
wig on.
all about. I buy like a ninja costume, and I'm actually have been looking into like the mask and stuff. But I'm not. I'm not gonna grade my hair out though. But they got people who dedicate. They'll go do it.
Oh yeah, I've seen some very great cosplay,
Yeah. And I mean, our people do it too, and I love it. I'm like,
especially with some of the stuff I've been watching now, like Spy Family.
mm.
People don't like Spy Family, but Spy Family is actually good once you get past like the fourth episode.
I tried to get into it. I kept falling asleep on it. It is good though, but like I was just like, I fell asleep. They got
Waiting for the next part of that.
they got a new one called Hell's Paradise or Hell Paradise. I can't wait for the second episode on that. Mappa's making it, and if you're into Mappa and their shows, it's pretty good. So I look forward to that. It's a kind of ninja based type of thing. I was like, oh, okay, dude is a ninja who can't die, or he's really strong, and so he has ways of preventing himself from dying. So he's got to go off into this place and bring back something so he can save him and his wife, and they can go be together forever, happily. So I'm like, okay, I can invest into this and maybe not fall. I fell asleep on the first episode too, so but I was sleepy. I was sleepy when I fell asleep. I had eaten and everything. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch it again. So
I'm usually the one to just stay up for the first episode. I like expanding my horizon when it comes to anime, different genre of anime. So I sit there and watch the first couple episodes just to see if I be into it.
it depends on what it is. Because the weirdest thing I watched was somebody got me into this one. Don't toy with me, Miss Nagatoro or something like that. It's crazy. It's like a romance comedy type of thing. Normally, my anime is pretty much fighting. I just like fighting. I don't care about robots and stuff like that. I did watch that other one that me and you talked about with they went out into space and dude died and girl lived or whatever. Darling in the Darling in,
Darling and the Franks,
yeah, I did watch that one. That was
both of them died.
oh, she ended up dying too.
Both of them died in the end, my
Oh,
God.
okay.
Both of them died.
I didn't see.
That was one of the greatest, saddest anime that I've watched to date. And I'm mad because I got to go all across the world just to find the damn thing. I want to watch it all over again.
Yeah, I didn't realize she died. I knew he died. I didn't realize she died though. But that's stupid. Both of them died. That's stupid to me. They did the
Yep.
Cyberpunk anime was pretty good. 10 episodes of that. The only thing I
Never,
don't like
never
about anime
played it.
like that is the main character or the person you think is the main character dies, and I hate it. I'm like, why would you give me this perspective when you plan on killing this person off and they're not the main person? So, I said, but I
One
enjoy.
thing I do want to finish watching is Plunderer. I need to find the second season of that so I can watch that.
I never heard of it. I'm mainly watching like just the big stuff. Uh, One Piece. I'm still on that. My Hero. I love My
I
Hero.
gave up on both of those a long time ago.
Bro, My Hero is probably about to get ready to end. It's like it took like the worst turn.
Just like and I'm surprised I made it like as far as I did with Attack on Titan.
I've never been an Attack on Titan fan. I tried to get into that and I watched it, then I got back out of it, watch it, get back out of it. It's too creepy for me. Just the aspect of big giants running around naked. You know what I mean?
It is. It is kind of it's kind of fucked up that somebody really think about some shit like that. But it caught my attention for a while until I started watching other stuff, and then I was just like, ah, fuck Attack on Titan. It'll never be as good as some of the other stuff I watch.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm doing One Piece, My Hero. What else am I watching? I hope Black Clover comes. They hadn't really been doing anything with that.
Well, I forgot all about Black Clover. I think I'm on like episode 6 of the first season.
Yeah, no, it's actually a good.
I didn't get that far with Black Clover.
Where they stopped at, old boy kind of he got into some devil power, so he's missing like one of his arms. The devil kind of took over. The devil he has took over his arm, and so it's really good. I'm hoping they
Yeah.
come up so they can get back into that. It's pretty decent, but Asta is like smooth now. He out there like Arnold Schwarzenegger smooth, like this little bitty 16-year-old dude who's short running around just cock strong. So yeah.
What I am waiting on is another season of One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Trying to see Mr. Hero Killer get demolished.
The whole concept of One Punch Man is stupid to me. It's like you have a hero who can't he can only fight you live. Like that's stupid. It's like an overpowered Superman. But I mean I get it. It's funny. I do. I mean I'm
It
like
is. It's very entertaining to say the least.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
I do like I like it, but I'm just like the whole aspect of it is stupid. They have a game, and I bought the game, and they literally let you fight as everybody. And when he comes out, he really does punch you and ends it with one punch. Like it's just weird. Unless you fight Saitama versus Saitama, then it's kind of like back and forth. But anybody else, he run out there just like psh, KO. I'm like, man, what
I
kind of?
mean, he didn't do it with that. I forgot the alien's name that he fought.
Well, that's because
Toward it.
that dude kept regenerating. But if it wasn't for that, he'd have been going over here.
Well, that was a great fight.
That actually was.
That was a great fight. I wanted to see him fight that invincible ass centipede. I forgot his name too.
Yeah, all the one that Warden was struggling with.
Yeah.
Yeah, Genos that's his name, I think. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I like I said, that's why I'm at with it. If actually that's the only three I've been watching. Miss Nagatoro, One Piece, and My Hero, because that's the only.
Well, now that Boruto is over for right now,
Yeah.
the only thing that I really do have to watch is Bofuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, you ain't never heard of that one. Haha, that's a
But
great one.
what I'm doing now is I'm actually enjoying subtitled content more because you get to see like a different aspect. And I'm gonna hurry up because we run out of time. So like
I've
watching Dragon
been
Ball. Watch Dragon Ball with subtitles versus what we got. The
in
reason,
the original version, like the original Japanese.
yeah, watch it.
Man, that's actually how I watch all of my anime. Not
What
even gonna lie.
sub?
Yes, I watch all of my anime.
Yeah, I didn't. And the sad part is I actually owned all that stuff and I always just watched it dubbed or whatever. But see,
It's
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 different.
more entertaining in the original language.
It is, and they actually tell you the truth, bro. Because like with dubbed anime, I'll use Goku, and I was telling somebody they didn't really understand. I was like, bro, dub dub Goku felt like such a Superman hero type of person. But when you listen to like that Japanese stuff, they be calling him stupid and all this. This like he really is dumb. He can fight. He
Yeah,
is.
he really is
So,
stupid. That
so
dude is
is
he is the real definition of a dang on airhead,
yes,
bro.
yes. He don't know
Like
nothing. But see, with
it
us,
was
they
it
dubbed it.
was one scene I seen where I want to say Gohan kissed somebody or Goten kissed somebody, and Goku just like, what are they doing? Vegeta, Kakarot, you've never kissed a girl before? What's that? Like, what?
It's like, bro,
You
how
mean
you
to tell me you've made a baby, but you've never kissed Chi Chi? Like, what the hell?
see that like your boy just dumb, man. He dumb. All right, so this is all we got. Leave out the shots down. So I want to thank everybody who's been watching the last couple. We only put out like two. This will be our third one. But for all the viewers and subscribers, I do want to thank you guys for tuning in with us with this randomness. And like normally I would just say thumbs up, subscribe, like he said, notification. So I'm gonna end it the right way. Like I was saying, we do appreciate you guys for viewing our content, and liking, subscribing, all this other stuff. And even if just watch us for a few minutes, I and Tyler, we definitely appreciate it. That's all I wanted to end this thing on. So I know we're a day behind on this one, but we busy, life does happen. But I just want to say thank you. So like I said, thumbs up, subscribe, leave us comments, even if you give us a thumbs down, whatever, we do appreciate that. Okay. So this has been another randomness with the homies, and we're out of here.